In the cold dawn of December 23rd, 1783, inside the halls of Annapolis, a tall, solemn man stood before the Continental Congress. He wasn't there to take power, he was there to give it back. His name was George Washington, the man the world would soon call indispensable. But Washington's journey to becoming America's first president didn't start in that grand chamber. It started decades earlier, deep in the forests of Virginia. Young George Washington grew up on the rugged edges of the British colonies. He was ambitious, disciplined, and hungry to prove himself. At just 22, he found himself leading soldiers in the French and Indian War. The battles were fierce and the terrain unforgiving, but Washington's courage under fire caught the attention of colonial leaders. Yet even with all his ambition, he didn't seek fame, he sought duty. So when the American colonies rose up against British rule, the delegates of the Continental Congress turned to him, the tall Virginian known for calm strength. Washington accepted the command of the Continental Army, knowing fully well that he was taking on the strongest military force on earth. The Revolutionary War tested Washington in ways no leader could imagine. He lost battles, he lost supplies. At times, he almost lost hope, but he never lost the trust of his men. Through freezing winters like Valley Forge, through surprise victories like the crossing of the Delaware, through 8 long years of struggle, Washington's leadership held the fragile rebellion together. When Britain finally surrendered in 1781, crowds expected Washington to seize the moment to crown himself ruler of the new country. Instead, he shocked the world. He resigned. This unheard-of act spread across Europe, and even King George III was stunned. If he does that, the king said, he will be the greatest man in the world. Washington returned to his peaceful life at Mount Vernon, hoping for quiet days on his farm. But America was stumbling, arguing, dividing, failing to govern itself under the weak Articles of Confederation. Once again, the nation turned to the man it trusted most. Washington was elected unanimously as the first president of the United States of America, still the only president to receive 100% of the electoral votes. He didn't ask for the job, he didn't campaign for it, but he accepted because he believed the new nation needed stability, humility, and steady leadership. As president, Washington faced a blank page. There were no rules, no precedents, no guidebook, so he created them. He established the cabinet system. He set the 2-term limit, which later became law. He emphasized unity and warned against political parties. He kept America neutral during dangerous foreign conflicts. Most importantly, he proved that a leader could wield enormous power responsibly and then walk away from it. After 2 terms, Washington once again stepped down voluntarily. His farewell address became one of the most influential documents in American history, urging unity, morality, and caution in foreign entanglements. When he returned to Mount Vernon, he hoped his public life had finally ended. He died in 1799, but his legacy lived on. Not as a king, not as a conqueror, but as the man who showed the world that freedom could guide a nation. George Washington didn't become America's first president because he wanted power. He became America's first president because he knew when to let go of it. Thank you for sticking through till now. I'd like to know your thoughts on George Washington in the comment section. For more stories like this, please click on the like button, subscribe, share as well.